New Zealand's adolescent suicide rate is the worst amongst all countries ranked in the latest international report on child health.
Do you think your government's doing enough?
I think we're doing as much as we can.
New Zealand has the highest youth suicide rate in the developed world, although the country's health minister says it's not the government's fault.
Mental health disorders have just recently assumed a massive prominence in the consciousness of the public in all Western nations.
How many people committed suicide last year?
The numbers vary from year to year, and I'm not going to get into a debate around the numbers.
How many people committed suicide last year?
I don't have the numbers off the top of my head.
You're the Director of Mental Health and you don't know how many people in this country committed suicide last year? That's extraordinary.
Sorry, but I do look at the rates overall, and I do look at it on an annual basis, and one of the things which I do is I look at all the coroner's inquests.
Why don't you know what the suicide rate was last year?
Sorry, I just haven't got the numbers in my head.
Before sunrise, volunteers unpack an installation of sorts. Hundreds of shoes to represent the hundreds of Kiwis who took their own lives in the past year. 17-year-old Jess Purdue bringing more than most.
It started about 7 years ago when I lost someone that I was really close to suicide, and since then my life has been deeply affected by 12 suicides in my town.
You will have seen the pictures of 606 pairs of shoes set up outside Parliament yesterday. Why wasn't anyone from National there?
Well, they will be. I wasn't aware of that. There'll be someone there today.
Dear Government, 3 months ago I walked into the doors of my friend's house to find him attempting to take his life.
I rushed into the hospital only to have to wait a total of 16 hours to be seen by any human professional.
When I approached the nurse to ask her how long it would be before a psychologist saw him, she replied,
Out of the 34 people in ED right now, 21 of them are from South Parnell suicide.
I don't know about you, but those numbers do not only state an issue, but they scream epidemic.
There's huge expenditure, $7 billion across the public sector. I noticed Lloyd's clip saying there wasn't enough for health. I'm sorry, but he's wrong. It's a very big increase in investment in the health budget. It's bigger than it's been at any time in this government, and actually it's the biggest in about 11 years. So he might be holding his numbers up the wrong way this afternoon, but we are definitely investing in the public services for a growing country.
$224 million just for mental health that's spread out over 4 years. That sounds like you're not listening to people saying, hey, 2 teenagers are killing themselves every week. It sounds like you're not getting the message that our suicide rates are unacceptable.
No, I don't think that's right. Well, suicide rates are unacceptable, but ultimately they're not the government's. The government hasn't caused that. The government helps.